So today we're searching for Miami's best frita. So if you don't know what a frita is, I'm gonna explain it because it is basically a Cuban hamburger. It is a mix of ground beef, sometimes chorizo or pork is added, seasonings, paprika for sure, julienne cut potatoes or potato sticks, diced raw onions, and sometimes ketchup. It's on a Cuban roll, it's cooked on a flat top and not grilled over an open flame. Fritas were originally sold in Cuba through like little carts, and they were kind of like street food. So then when people from Cuba came to Miami, they kind of like transferred that tradition over to here. So right now we're in Little Havana, so we can start with the most popular spot for fritas, which is El Rey de la Fritas. We're also going to check out 3 other spots in Miami for fritas. One review here says El Rey de la Fritas is a must visit for any Miami tourist. Their fritas or Cuban hamburgers are so good. You have to get the original with no cheese and eat it like a real Cuban. So no cheese. I dream of the fritas here since I moved away from Miami. This place is a legend. They have their delicious patty made with a secret family ingredient that gives it so much flavor. If you're Little Havana, you must stop here. So let's see what this Little Havana version of El Rey de la Fritas is all about. We also got a little bit of a Cuban coffee while we're there, a cortadito. And you've never tried a frita before, right?
Right.
So neither of us, we're completely going into this unbiased. I know it's supposed to taste like a Cuban hamburger, but I really don't understand what that means.
Right.
So this is the first frita we're gonna try. You can see the potato sticks.
See the diced onion?
There's a little bit of diced onion. The meat is super thin. It's barely like, you can hardly even see it.
Right.
Wow. I mean, it looks simple.
Yeah.
But people like to also eat this with ketchup and Tabasco and stuff like that. We're gonna try it just plain. Ooh, that's a good first bite. Is it super crunchy?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
The patty, you don't really like get the texture of the patty, but you can taste the spiciness of the chorizo and
Okay. The seasonings.
right.
Now the patty's thin, so you don't really taste too much
what you're
of it.
getting the texture of is from the bread and the
Potato
potatoes.
sticks. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm gonna take one more bite to really.
Okay.
By the way, I love these little like Crispies. Let me add some little extra Crispies on top. So far, my reaction is I really like the amount of flavor inside the actual patty itself. The crunchiness of the little potato sticks are really nice. Like that's really what's giving it. I don't taste the onion, I don't taste anything else. I just taste like a flavorful spiciness and then like crunchiness, which is, can't go wrong. Now I can see how a sauce would be nice.
Or cheese.
Or cheese. Maybe the next one we should try cheese.
Okay.
I get it. I get why people like it. It's like a burger, but it's just like more like a chorizo burger.
Right.
I don't know if they use chorizo. I don't know what their patties are made of.
This is chorizo.
You think it's chorizo?
Yeah.
It's flavorful, I'll tell you that.
It's a mix of beef and chorizo. I don't know about that.
Right.
But
I don't know if there's any beef involved at all.
Right.
But it's pretty flavorful for being a plain burger. I do think some cheese would be.
Yeah,
nice
the bread makes it like dry in a way.
Yeah, it's a little dry because usually I think people add, people like to add stuff to it.
But this thing is also a bargain.
$4, yeah, that's so cheap. $4 for a burger, basically. So, no, it's not like a thick patty.
Right.
I think a lot of people like to get doubles also. So, I think this next place we're gonna go to, we're gonna get cheese added this time to see what that does. We're at our next destination and we are going to try now El Mago de las Fritas, which is also a very popular like Miami frita spot.
Right. El Rey and Mago are pretty much.
Yeah, they go hand in hand. They're like the 2 most popular traditional fritas. So I'm gonna read a little bit of what people are writing on Yelp, and then we're gonna go inside and order a frita. I love the hole-in-the-wall restaurants, and this is one of the best ones I've been to. This restaurant has a very cozy feeling. You can feel the passion in the food. What can I say except that the fritas here are the gold standard by which fritas are to be judged. That's a big claim. Such a perfect blend of seasoned and spiced beef, packed with flavors and complemented by the fried potatoes and bun. Let's go find out. So here is frita number 2 from El Mago de las Fritas. But what we're a little sad about is we asked for cheese and we paid extra because it was $4, but with $5 we bought it with cheese and there's no cheese. Is this one better?
The patty is bigger in this one.
Oh yeah?
The flavor is also
Stronger? Oh wow. So now you know.
There's something that looks like cheese in there.
There is cheese.
There is cheese.
That might be why you like it more.
No, I don't know. I didn't taste the cheese, but I see the cheese.
Yeah, I didn't see the cheese, but there is cheese. It's in the bottom.
Right. Looks like American.
I will say this one has a lot more flavor. I don't know how much the cheese matters, but it's making it less dry for sure.
I think I like this one a little bit more.
The patty's thicker.
The bread is not as big. So,
honestly,
you know, the bread to meat ratio is good in this.
El Mago is winning so far.
Yeah.
And I think it's really because the bread is softer, flatter.
Right.
It's not taking up all the space.
No, bread to meat
I
ratio.
really don't know how much the cheese is making a difference, but
the flavor of the patty here is also a little bit stronger.
And I taste more patty in general. I think there's more to it.
The patty's bigger here.
The last one was
bigger.
like this super thin patty. So the last 2 fritas we've had are kind of more like on the traditional old-fashioned route.
Well, those restaurants have been around for years.
But this next one we're gonna go to, and we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of break, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna try one from the Cuban guys. This is more of like a newer generation version. Still be traditional, still gonna be cooked the same way in the same, you know, concept,
right,
but done in a more like modern style, I guess. So we're gonna see how that one goes.
And then the last one. And
the last one is gonna be completely different. It's gonna be like an Asian twist to it, and we are very curious about that one. But stay tuned. We'll come back. All right, we're at our next stop, the Cuban guys, and we're gonna have our 3rd frita today. And let's see how this one goes.
Yeah.
Frita for breakfast, frita for lunch, and frita for dinner. Alright, frita number 3, and this one even looks thicker and more like an actual burger than the other ones. And I like how they have the little stamp on the top from the Cuban guys.
Oh wow.
It's a lot.
It's good, but this one reminds me more of the
first one? Do you think it's because the cheese made the difference in the second one?
No, I think the flavor of the patty at Mago.
El Mago de las Fritas?
Yeah, I think that one had more flavor. And also the bread reminds me of the first one. I like the bread from the second one.
Wow.
A bit more.
Well, let's see if I feel the same way.
Really? I think the best thing they have.
They're little crispy, stringy things.
I mean, they're all the same, but
these are extra crispy. Yeah, they look extra like crispy. I'm not good at taking big bites like you are.
That's pretty good.
I do agree that the second one, El Mago, so far is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I can't even tell you exactly why. I guess you're right. It's the spice, the flavor.
And I think the bread was smaller.
If you show, let's see if you can show. The patty is not bad. It's thicker than the first one. But it's not, I guess the bread is really thick. I don't know what makes it so that it's not as good as
But then I wish we didn't get cheese at the other one then.
Right. But the crunchies here are really good. This last one we're going to tonight is really we're hoping is gonna change the whole entire game.
It's a bit fancier.
Yeah, it's a fancier option. It's an Asian flair to it. It's totally different. So it's nothing like these last 3 Fritas. Okay, so it is now 8:30 and we're about to get our last frita of the day.
Yeah.
But this one's a little bit different. It's at a place called Ameli's 1931.
Yeah.
They're actually like a Korean inspired Latin food twist. So it should be interesting, but they have chicharron crusted mozzarella sticks and like, I don't know, some of the food looks good on Yelp. I'm actually gonna read some of the reviews on Yelp about the frita burger because it made me wanna come check this out. So a lot of the reviews talk about how good the Korean frita burger is. Like one person said, I ordered the frita burger and I have to say it was one of a kind. The Korean frita burger were amazing. The nachos and Korean frita burger were to die for. I had the Korean frita, which is not really a frita but a gourmet burger. The Korean frita is absolutely mind-blowing.
Let's go eat it.
Yes. Got that frita burger. This looks so good.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that looks really good. So they split it up for us. And we got truffled potato wedges.
Would you guys like any other sauces?
We're good. Thank you. All right, so overall,
yeah,
delicious.
Really good.
Obviously, that was not like a frita, really. It was a burger.
It was a burger.
But it was like a frita-inspired Korean burger.
Right.
It was just so good that it blew all the fritas out of the water, but
it wasn't a frita.
It wasn't a frita, right. It was a gourmet burger.
Yes.
So, but it was delicious. So if you're into fritas, probably should check it out.
But if you really want like a real frita,
maybe stick to El Mago de las Fritas.
Yes.
That's our winner for today.
I think that's the winner.
We'll give the award to him. But if you want a gourmet frita,
a bit fancy.
And if we are missing out on a frita out there that you think is the best frita in Miami, then comment down below and let us know. Are we missing out on a really good frita, or is there a gourmet version that's out there that we haven't tried yet? I know that there's more out there that exists and we just haven't, you know, couldn't eat them all in one day.
Local.
We've heard of the Kush and Wynwood.
Might be a part 2 one day. Who knows?
We might have to do a part 2 if we have enough requests for it. And also, if you can just give us more suggestions on what should we check out in Miami for the best of. We definitely want to do burgers. We definitely want to do
everything that exists under the sun. Yeah.
But we don't even know where to begin. Like, we're starting with the frita because that's a very Miami thing. Sure. But, you know, there's a whole world to explore. So leave your suggestions down below. And don't forget to subscribe.
Adios.
What is it? Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.